Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be setting up my everyday carry Foxy fix for Christmas. So this is my Boss Babe Scarlet. It has dark red stitching and dark plum elastics and rose gold foiling. I love this tee and I can't wait to set it up for Christmas. And it has some clear plastic dashboards here that I have made myself. So I am going to get started making the dashboards. So I'm going to use some Kaisercraft papers for my backing. Like my base for my dashboard. So this is from the Buffalo Plaid one is from the Mountain Air collection, and everything else I use is from the Kaisercraft. Not everything else I use, all the other papers I use are from the Kaisercraft Peace and Joy collection. So I'm just cutting them out to personal size, which is the size of my TN. And there you go, you can see I have my 3 other dashboard bases down. So I am just doing 4 today, and they're going to be very simple. To embellish them a little bit, I am taking the Simple Stories snap cards from their vintage Christmas collection, and these are from the Traveler's Notebook online. They have an amazing range of Christmas embellishments and planner items, as well as lots of scrapbooking stuff, so definitely go check them out, and don't forget to use my code DTDanny for 10% off. So now I'm just sticking this Merry and Bright and the sort of red holly pattern together as a bit of a title card, and I'm just going to stick that onto the front of this pine paper. And I'm using my Scotch ATG tape gun to adhere everything down, and that is all of it also available from the Traveler's Notebook online. Now I'm going to pop down this Believe in the Magic card, and I'm going to stick that down with some Simply Gilded Buffalo Plaid washi. It was just perfect for this dashboard. Now I'm going to take the sticker sheet from the Echo Park Merry and Bright paper pad, and I've gotten so much use out of that paper pad, it's crazy. And I'm putting down that little candy jar. Now I'm taking some of the 2x2 journal cards, and I'm using that Holly Jolly one, and I'm using that cream one as a bit of a background to help that pop out. Next I'm taking this Carpe Diem washi. This is the Holly Jolly pattern, and it's a beautiful plaid red and green on a cream background. Now I'm going to pop in this Pine Tree die cut. This is from the Reject Shop. It's from an old collection. I can't even remember which. And I do end up shuffling that around a bit later, as you'll see. So another Simple Stories journal card. I love that Sing a Joyful Song in that scripty font. So pretty. I wanted a background for it, but I was having trouble finding something that really made it pop. So I do end up going with this green one with a little bit of holly at the top. I love how the holly peeks out from underneath. So I'm just cutting it in half because it was a bit long. I just want it to sort of pop out the top and the bottom a little bit. And I'm sticking that at the top because one of my dashboards has a vinyl decal on the front, so I'm just putting that there so it doesn't cover it up. So now this dashboard is a little bit plain, so I want to add a little something. So I'm taking one of the Simple Stories snap cards, and I am cutting off a couple of strips of that red and cream buffalo plaid and just sticking that in strips at the top and the bottom just to bring in a little bit more of the red to that one. It was very green, and I really like that. Really helps to tie in some of the red. So I liked it so much, I'm going to do the same thing with this very red dashboard, bring in a bit more green. So I am going to take a strip of this journal card, which has the cream and the holly leaves on the other side, and stick that at the top. Then I'm going to end up taking one of the little 2x2 cards, the one with the little plaid Christmas tree on that. I'm just going to fussy cut that out and stick that on the front just to bring in a little bit more green to that very red dashboard. Now this one, I struggled a bit with this. It's quite a busy design anyway, but it did have a big blank spot that I wasn't sure about, so I did pull out this candy cane with the holly tied around it. I like it there, but then the tree looked odd. So I shuffle it around a bit, but I do end up sticking it back exactly where it was. Yeah. And then I'm just double layering up my washi. Again, exactly the same. I'm just lining up the design so it just looks a little bit more opaque. It was getting lost a bit on the background there. And I'm not 100% happy with that dashboard, but I decided to just leave it alone. I couldn't figure out what to do to make it better, so I'm just going to step away from it, leave it, look at it for a little while, and I might come up with something else. So now this paper, the red buffalo plaid, has like a galvanized steel inside, which I don't love. So I'm just going to stick a couple of journal cards just straight on the inside there, just to make it a little bit more Christmassy. I'm not going to be looking at the inside of it all that much, so I'm not too worried, but you know, wanted to jazz it up a little bit. Okay, now I want another quote card, and I'm going to do a bit of hand lettering here. I am taking one of the cream cards to do this on, and I am using my No.4 Studio brush pens from the Traveler's Notebook Online. So nearly everything I use in this setup is from the Traveler's Notebook Online, except for the papers and like the clips and stuff. So not sure where that's going to go yet. I do end up putting it in the back, but I'm going to stick it to one of the large journal cards just to, you know, fill out that pocket a little better. Now, I don't really like that Santa Claus. He's a little bit creepy, so I'm just going to use the card as a background, and once I stick the quote card over the top, you can't even see him. So I didn't want to waste that card, so that's a good way to use it. And the other side's nice anyway. Just trimming it down a little bit so it fits in the pocket nicely. There we go, and I'm going to use my Simply Gilded Juniper Buffalo Plaid card for my front pocket. A little Simply Danni Creations polymer clay clip, little Rudolph, I love him. And I'm just popping one of those 2x2 cards behind that Simply Gilded card because it was a little bit short and I kind of like the antlers sticking out above the top. And they're bringing some of that green as well. So I'm going to slide this little gold Christmas tree die cut. That was from the Reject Shop as well. I'm going to slide that in the front pocket along with another one of the 2x2 journal cards. Has a quote on it. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." I just love quote cards. And mostly done now. I'm just going to slide in all my dashboards and then I will pop in all my inserts. So stealing this little heart paper clip. The gold went really nicely with the foiling on that journal card. And then I'm going to move all my inserts over. So in my current setup I have a monthly, then my daily, then just like a list insert for random lists, and then that's my little work insert, and I know it is not the right size, but it's fine, it fits in there, it doesn't bother me. It works, it does the job. So now I am, that little snowman's off the Happy Planner seasonal sticker book. I just stuck him to some cardstock and die cut him, or fussy cut him rather. Just popping in my Simply Gilded samples in the pockets there. And then some Little Tabby Co clips, of course. I used that sparkly red one, then the tulle and glitter white one, and the red buffalo plaid obviously. And then I do pop in a little rose gold glitter one because the foiling on my planner is rose gold, so it matches nicely. And then I'm going to pop in a couple of little dangle charms. The glass ball filled with the beautiful pearls and with the little crystal is from Eyeball Charms. And the little gingerbread man is from Simply Danni Creations. So that is my setup done. It's very simple, but I am happy with it. I didn't spend hours and hours on it, so I have more time to enjoy with my family, but I really love how it turned out. So please don't forget to check the description box for all my discount codes. I have quite a few nice little discounts down there for you guys to use and save a little bit of money. I really hope you enjoyed joining me today. Thank you so much for watching my little TN setup, and please give me a thumbs up if you did like it, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.